Hi, welcome to Trading with TK, teaching you to turn ideas into money. We're at www.tradingwithtk.com. It's Wednesday, December 10th. Well, it started out as a pretty decent rally, up 150, and then we had the 2 o'clock sell-off, which took us down to, I think we were about minus 30 at the low end of the day. And by the end of the day, came back on again, and I think the Dow closed up about 70 points. Closed on a plus tick, which is always good. Short-term indicator is absolutely dead neutral, so that's not going to give us any help tomorrow morning. What I will say is it was sort of a boring day. It was the kind of day that I would call a backing and filling day. You could also call it a consolidation day. It's the kind of day where we're trying to consolidate the gains that the market's made over the last 2 or 3 or 4 days. We were not able to get above yesterday's high, and we did not breach yesterday's low. So all in all, not a whole lot went on, and actually kind of boring day. And we may have a few more of these consolidation days. We may even drift a little bit lower than we did today, but the picture stays intact, and individual stocks are starting to build nice little bottoms as each day goes by. And I have a new idea for you tomorrow, and it's a retailer. Stock is CHRS, so we'll take a look at that chart, and I'll show you how we're going to take that idea and turn it into some money. And then we'll take a look at major indexes, and we'll kind of fool around with some of the possibilities that could happen over the next couple of days. So don't go away, and we'll go take a look at CHRS, Charming Shops. All right, we're looking at a daily bar chart of CHRS, Charming Shops. This is a call on the long side. I'll be looking to buy this stock tomorrow. Closed at 166. I'd like to see a little pullback just for us. Down at about 130 would be a good spot. I don't chase them. If it should break out in the morning, it'll come back down later on in the afternoon, and that's probably when we'll buy it. But maybe we'll get lucky and come right in early in the morning. So anywhere between 166 and 130 area would be a good spot. My target on the upside is $4.30. It's right here. I'll zoom in just a little bit to show you why. It's this bottom right here. That's going to be our first line of resistance. Sell stop, a close below 99 cents, which is right there. Close below that level. Okay, a couple of things going on here. First, which is obvious, is the ascending triangle, which is formed. And you can see it already broke out of the triangle and has now come back down into the triangle and is now bouncing around and getting ready to make a higher high over this high. So not only do we have an ascending triangle working, this could also be considered a breakout pullback, and then go scenario. So two technical things working for us here. So let me recap this for you. This is CHRS. This is a call on the long side, and depending on where we buy this, we could make ourselves close to $3 on this trade. And I mean, it's only $1.50 stock, so a good bang for your buck. All right, let's go take a look at the major indexes, and we'll fool around with some ideas. Okay, we're taking a look at the Dow Jones. This is a daily bar chart of the Dow, and this is today's action. As you can see, we didn't get above yesterday's high, and we didn't breach yesterday's low. What's encouraging to me is the fact that we're holding the close of this day here. Now, is it mandatory for that to be held? No. The very important spot is this old low right here.
So what we could have over the next couple of days is we could have a few more days, just like these 2 days, where we go back and forth and then move higher. Or we could actually dip, a couple of days, but we could dip down into this area down in here first before we move higher. It's just as long as these lows here do not get breached. It's like I said, so we could go sideways for a few days and then break out to the upside, or we could kind of like go sideways to drifting a little bit on the downside before we start to move higher. Remember, what we're trying to build here is we're working on the right shoulder of this possible reverse head and shoulders. Now, as each day goes by, it adds credence to the fact that this could very well turn out to be a reverse head and shoulders. But it's not going to be a true reverse head and shoulders until it eventually breaks out above that spot there. Now, remember, I drew my forecast, and that was a run up to this high, and then a pull back again to this support area, and then on the next trip up, maybe a breakout. I don't expect a breakout of this area on the first visit. We'll have to pull back first and then go through. Okay, we'll take a look at some of the other indexes. Okay, here we have the transports. Transports closed up 57 points, kind of on the high of the day. Key areas, this whole low right here, and of course this high right here. Okay, the Russell 2000, in today's action, similar to the Dow, just a backing and filling day, as I want to call it. Also, what I like to see is the fact that it holds above this breakout price. So we get maybe a few more days of back and forth before we start to move higher. Okay, and finally, the QQQQs, which is basically the top 100 NASDAQ stocks. Similar action. And what's also encouraging is the fact that it stays above that breakout price. That's not mandatory. What is mandatory is that this low doesn't get breached. But it's very encouraging that the market's holding on to almost all of its gains from these 2 big days here. Okay, so I said my short-term indicator is dead neutral. We're not going to get any help from that in the morning, so we're just going to have to sit and watch. So until tomorrow, that's my view of the market. This is TK signing off.